Welcome to the home opener for the UNCP Braves women's soccer team as they host the Pfeiffer Falcons in some non-conference action at Varsity Grounds in Pembroke, North Carolina. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. My name is Cameron Songer, flying solo on this afternoon's broadcast. And the Braves and Falcons will be getting ready to take the field. We'll introduce you to the two teams in a moment. At the moment, though, the Braves looking for their first win on the season. They are 0-3 on the young season. Losses to Embry-Riddle, Adelphi, and Queens so far this season. The Falcons come into today's matchup with a 1-1 record. They've won over USC Aiken and lost to Nova Southeastern. Neither team has played a conference match yet. The Braves will be playing a conference game on Saturday. That'll be right here at the Varsity Grounds against Georgia Southwestern. And we'll bring that game to you right here, weather permitting, if we are able to perform a broadcast out here. The head coach of the Braves is Lars Anderson. He's in his 15th season with UNC Pembroke. He did have 7 prior seasons of head coaching experience. His record at UNCP, 150, 99, and 25, and his career record of 240, 135, and 28. So he is used to winning matches, so this 0-3 start, not something the Braves are used to. They will look to figure some things out, right the ship before conference play gets started here this weekend. Last season, they were 11-5-3 with a 6-3-2 mark in the Peach Belt. And they did defeat the Pfeiffer Falcons last year in a 1-0 contest. That was at Pfeiffer. Shauna Campbell scored the game's only goal in the 24th minute. The Falcons finished 12-7-2 with an 8-2-1 record in the Conference Carolinas. And they're off to a solid start this year, but plenty of turnover for both teams, especially at the head coaching position for Pfeiffer. Robin Horner takes over the reins for the Falcons after spending the last 2 seasons as an assistant coach for Pfeiffer. And this is just her 3rd game as a head coach and the first trip to Pembroke for her as a head coach. Starting lineups getting introduced here for both teams. We'll introduce you to the Pfeiffer Falcons first. Deidre Gilly will be in goal. And in front of her, Gabrielle Ligas. Number 3, Caitlin Stevens. Number 4, Kristen Martin. Madeline Gadd also in the defensive backfield, joining Martin there. Number 8, Bray Buster is one of their leading scorers. She has one of the team's 5 goals already on the season after scoring 5 goals a year ago to be 3rd on the team. Number 10, Macy Rutledge, also has a goal on the season. She's in the starting lineup, joined by Marcy Santana, Stephanie Hardig, Ariana Papage, and last but not least, Alexa Eclipse is the starting lineup for the Pfeiffer Falcons. And we will introduce you to the Braves starting lineup here in a moment. But it looks like we will take a quick break here for the national anthem. And we'll step aside for 60 seconds while the national anthem is played. We'll be right back with the opening kick. Braves and Falcons will be starting here momentarily. We'll be right back.
As we honor these United States of America with the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back to Pembroke as the UNCP Braves women's soccer team gets set to host the Pfeiffer Falcons. Let's get you the starting lineup for the host UNCP Braves in their home opener, as they will line up in numerical order. Number 2, Katie Watkins is in the midfield. The sophomore from Kannapolis, North Carolina, will be making her 4th start of the season. Courtney Crump, the sophomore, is at a forward spot. She's out of Huntersville, North Carolina. She scored 4 goals a year ago. Courtney Boger, number 6, she's a defenseman, another sophomore. Amber Watkins is in the midfield, the junior from Kannapolis, North Carolina. She plays in the midfield, making her 4th start of the season. She started every game so far for the Braves. Katie Weisner, another sophomore out of Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. She wears number 10. She's in the starting lineup again. Hasn't missed a start yet this year. Jasmine Senecal Guzman from Montreal stands at 5'8". She's a sophomore defenseman, as is Jillian Robson. She wears number 19, the freshman, 5'11", from Huntersville, North Carolina. She has a goal on the young season from that defense position. She's out there in the starting lineup. Carolina Sanchez, 5'6", junior mid from Huntersville, North Carolina. And Stacy Scott out there with Mackenzie Wright, a pair of freshmen at the forward and midfield spots. Both of them have started every game so far, and the goalkeeper for the Braves is the senior from San Antonio, Texas, Janae Aiken, who saved 66% of the shots she's faced so far this year, after last season where she allowed .94 goals per game and saved 84% of the shots she faced. A very good goalkeeper for UNCP in between the pipes. We will see how the Falcons attack her. The Falcons are in the black tops and black shorts. Braves in their home whites. Braves will be going from right to left across your screen, and the Falcons will start out on defense. 45 minutes on the first half game clock, and we are set to go here at Varsity Grounds. A beautiful afternoon for soccer. Nice little breeze blowing across, because otherwise it is a pretty warm day. Temperature in the high 80s with a little humidity, and feels like it's in the 90s. Braves playing with it near midfield, looking for an opportunity. They're looking for a runner. Couldn't get it to Weisner along the near sideline, taken away by the Falcons. This one's up in the air. Weisner takes it right back. That pass was by Hardig for the Falcons. She couldn't get it through. Near side, Robson can't get it up ahead. She was looking for Sanchez. Throw in here for the Falcons. Hardig to take it. And they try to work their way up the field. Can't get it to Buster, but the Falcons retain possession. Stevens up inside, turned away by the back line of the Braves. Ligas with the pass up ahead, working up the far sideline, and now retreating. Good defense in the middle there by the Braves, and they're able to force the turnover. Playing with it, Sanchez. She gets it up ahead. This is Watkins. Watkins, the long pass to the far side. And now looking back towards the center, an opportunity here for the Braves, and the save by Gilly in net. So an opportunity in the first 90 seconds there for the Braves. Nothing able to come of it, however. And now Gilly with the boot sends it back to midfield, and the Falcons try to set up on offense, can't corral it. Boger with the takeaway. And here come the Braves. Far sideline once again. This is Crump. Crump's first touch. Trying to get past her man. Trying to get into the box. Crump into the box. Looking for help. She's tripped up, has it taken away. Looking for the call, can't get it. Madeline Gadd with the defensive play. Here's Rutledge for the Falcons. Macy Rutledge on the run. Looking up ahead. Long leading pass. Who's going to get to this ball? Looks like the Braves get to it first. Stacy Scott. And she clears it out. Quick back and forth game, and that pass, they were looking for Watkins there. She wasn't able to get to it. Here's Stevens. Nearly hit the ref on that one. And back come the Falcons quickly on the counterattack. Beatty looking for the cross. Inside, it gets tipped away and just past the net. It'll be a corner kick coming up for Pfeiffer. That was a dangerous play by everyone involved. That was very nearly an own goal there by the Braves defense. But instead, it's a corner kick for Pfeiffer, the first set piece we'll get for either team in this afternoon's action. And it looks like Caitlin Stevens will be the one to put it in Also have Macy Rutledge right there. I think they're trying to figure out who's actually going to take this. It is going to be Rutledge off the quick start. Now back to Stevens, and the pass goes in front, and it's in! Pfeiffer scores! A quick goal off the set piece for Pfeiffer, and they take the 1-0 lead. So less than 3 minutes into this ball game, Pfeiffer has one in the back of the net. It's 1-0 Falcons. Braves looking to counter and respond with a goal of their own. Some action in the box, looking for a call, can't get it. That was a physical play, but running into a double team there. Trying to figure out who that was for the Braves. Looked like Watkins, Amber Watkins, the junior for UNCP, looking to make something happen there. As the Falcons looking for a pass, and there's no one there. It's going to trickle over the sideline, out of bounds, and the Braves will throw in. Jillian Robson throws it in for the Braves. And it's taken away by Pfeiffer. Up ahead, here's Santana. Now Beatty looking up ahead. And UNCP able to force the turnover. Coming back the other way, Mackenzie Wright. She's pressured. No one gets to this ball. It's a free ball, and UNCP comes away with it. Here's Weisner. Weisner waiting for some help, a give and go, taken away. Good defense there by Ariana Papage of the Falcons. And they're able to launch a counterattack. Quickly, this game is going back and forth. Pfeiffer already with the 1-0 lead. They want to double it. They have the ball near midfield. Trying to space the field. They will go all the way back to the goalkeeper. Gilly will take it out, put it back in play. This is Ligas. Ligas near midfield. The defender tried to take it up herself. Pass is intercepted. Sanchez with the takeaway. Watkins crosses field. Weisner. Little dance move and passes it off. Centering pass, and no one was there. That might have been a shot. Amber Watkins took that one herself, and it was right into the waiting arms of Deidre Gilly. So 4.5 minutes into the game at Varsity Grounds in Pembroke. Pfeiffer already has a 1-0 lead off a corner set piece. It was hard to tell exactly who got that goal. We'll wait for the official ruling. Could have gone to a couple different Pfeiffer players who were all just hanging out in front of the net. And the flag goes up offsides there as they were looking for the sophomore Kate Weisner. She was out in front of the defense on that. So a free kick here for the Falcons as UNCP will have to try to force another turnover and mount another counterattack. Last season's matchup between these two teams was very low scoring. 1-0 with the game's only goal coming in the 24th minute. Ray Campbell of the Braves able to get that goal, but she's been battling some injuries early this season. Appeared in just one game so far. It was that last game, the loss to Queens by the Braves. And that comes after a season where she led the Braves with 12 goals and it started all 19 games for UNCP. A huge loss if they're not able to get her back on the field pretty quickly. Mackenzie Wright has the ball in the midfield, looking up ahead for a teammate. They finally get it up ahead to Watkins. Now Watkins has some space along the far side. Watkins trying to turn the corner. She gets it into the box, a little bit too strong of a touch there, and it's going to sail over the end line. Watkins was trying to work her way past Ligas. Wasn't able to make a play on the net there. So a goal kick here for Pfeiffer. So we are still in the early stages of this game. These two teams still getting a feel for each other out there. The only difference is Pfeiffer has the edge on the scoreboard, but there's no reason for either team to really change their initial strategy at this point. Takeaway here by Robson near midfield. And the ball will go over the end line, over the sideline rather, off of Pfeiffer, so a throw in here for the Braves. Julian Robson, the freshman, throws it in. And it goes to Wisner. It comes all the way back to the Braves side of the field, and it sails into the bleachers. Senecal Guzman was in trouble there, and she sensed it, so she just sent the ball out of play and will allow Pfeiffer to throw in. That was better than the turnover with no help defense behind her. So here's Stevens. And another missed pass there by the Falcons. And the long clearing kick from Robson. Able to keep it in play is Crump. Crump has it taken away. Stevens with the defensive effort. This game pretty much being contested near the midfield circle. A long pass, and no one's able to get to it. It sails all the way to the goalkeeper, Janae Aiken. Corrals. And she will apply the boot, send it back towards midfield. 50-50 ball. Falcons able to come up with it. Now switching field. Ball keeping it near the midfield. I thought the Falcons were going to try to attack. A beautiful ball. Stephanie Hardig chasing it down, and it's going to sail out of play. Goal kick for the Braves. Nice defense there by Senecal Guzman. Applying the box out. Not letting the offensive player near that soccer ball. And that was really the only player on offense there for the Falcons. But all it takes is one. And the Braves able to defend that time. Whistle and the foul against Pfeiffer. Braves able to get the ball back here. Will be kicking away from midfield. About 10 minutes into this game, Pfeiffer with the 1-0 lead. So the Braves still looking for their first win of the season. They are 0-3 to start. And a nice long ball by Guzman. It's into the box, the shot, and it's in! Katie Watkins with the equalizer. An excellent pass by Jasmine Senecal Guzman, and Katie Watkins able to finish. So the second shot of the afternoon for the Braves, and we have the second goal of the game, one for each team now. Pfeiffer coming back quickly. 10 minutes in, who would have thought we'd already seen 2 goals? These two teams not wasting any time getting right down to business. Let's see how the defense can respond. Here's Wisner. Wisner looking for the long pass. Braves were thinking about taking the lead. They were looking for Crump, couldn't get it to her. Here's the takeaway at midfield. Now looking towards the far side. Able to chase it down is Pfeiffer's Gabrielle Ligas. They go back to the goalkeeper, Gilly. Now Gilly will take her time with it. She sends it towards the near side. Here's Stevens. Stevens. Back to Hardig. Back to Stevens. She applies the left foot. Gets it up over the midfield line. And a nice little pass here. Pfeiffer trying to make something happen. Somebody lost her balance. That was Buster. And now here's the counterattack. Here's Wisner. Wisner cuts back towards the middle. The shot, it's going to sail a bit high and over the goal. Nice little move there by Kate Wisner. No goals yet on the season for her. The sophomore had 5 shots coming into today's game, and a substitution already for the Falcons. Macy Rutledge will head to the bench. A goal kick from Pfeiffer. They will corral. Playing it back, playing it safe here. Papage, looking to her left, finds a teammate. Tripped up, no call. Takeaway by Sanchez. Here come the Braves, down the far sideline. Looking for Crump. Crump with the ball. Crump doesn't have the numbers. Let's see what she tries to do. Hesitates and now comes back, looking for the cross. Looking. No one able to get to it. There was a lot of traffic in the middle. Katie Watkins had a shot at it, so did Kate Wisner. Neither of them able to get to the ball. So a sideline throw in here for the Falcons. 33:04 to play in the first half. 1-1 is the score. As as Pfeiffer will try to get the counterattack after they had the early 1-0 lead. Braves had the equalizer just moments ago. If you're just joining us, you've already missed 2 goals. Throw in on the way here for the Braves after that one sailed out of bounds. Robson delivers the throw in, headed by Weisner. Now 2 Braves with it, including Weisner. She gives it off. Watkins passes up ahead looking for Crump. Crump comes away with it. Now looking ahead. On the run. Here's an opportunity. Diving stop. Ball still playable. The shot, and it sails wide. Amber Watkins stuck with it. But the diving effort by Deidre Gilly in net for the Falcons, able to prevent a goal. Amber Watkins had an opportunity. Still looking for her first goal of the season. And the goal kick here for Pfeiffer. Straight to UNCP, but Weisner not able to corral it. The pass and the shot. Crump was able to react to that ball very nicely, but couldn't get it past Gilly. UNCP has been peppering the net here with a lot of shots. That's their 5th shot of the game, compared to just 1 for Pfeiffer. But their 1 shot has been a goal. Flag comes up, offsides, and it will be UNCP's ball. Senecal Guzman to take the free kick. She's a sophomore from Montreal, Canada. Started all 19 games and scored 2 goals. Listed as a defenseman on this year's team. This one tipped out. It looks like it will stay with the Braves. Jillian Robson had the ball, and the defensive effort there by Caitlin Stevens from Pfeiffer. Braves maintaining possession here. Double team comes, the pass comes back, they'll try to retreat it, and that one did trickle over the sideline. They weren't able to keep it in play there. Another substitution here on the way for the Falcons. Number 5, Madeline Gadd will head to the bench. Looks like she will be replaced by Kat Kelly. So Kat Kelly, the sophomore from Matthews, North Carolina, enters the game for the Falcons with 30:20 to play in the first half. So 2 quick substitutions already in this first half for Pfeiffer. They're not afraid to use some of their personnel. We'll see how that affects the second half, as some of the starters will get some extended rest here. See who comes out to start the second half for Pfeiffer. We'll keep an eye on that. Braves with the long centering pass. Flag comes up offsides. Looking for Weisner, and she was a step out in front there. Pretty easy call on that, as there were really no Pfeiffer defenders in the vicinity. Braves back defensively. Not a lot of black shirts on the offensive half. They do work their way into the attacking third, and here come the Falcons. They have an opportunity here. Shot, and it's deflected high up into the air. Controlled by Pfeiffer. This is Buster. Over to Stevens. Stevens has it. Near sideline to Hardig. Looking into the middle. Good defense there by Guzman. And back come the Braves. Amber Watkins. Pushing. Here's Crump. Crump up the far sideline. Crump with an aggressive touch. Crump into the box. Crump still has it. Looking for a centering pass. No one there. Good look there by Courtney Crump. And the Braves maintain possession. Lars Anderson aggressively waving his arms. He wants his team to keep attacking. They weren't able to get back on sides. They were looking back for Watkins, and she was offsides. But the Braves have been really close a couple times there with that offsides call, but I can't say I disagree with any one of those calls. We'll see, though. It's a long game. Under 29 minutes to play in the first half. 1-1 is the score. Braves have 5 shots. Pfeiffer has just 1. This game has really been played on the left side of your screen. Braves have been in attack mode all afternoon, with the exception of the 1 goal Pfeiffer was able to score off a corner kick. Falcons have the ball, trying to get it back across that midfield line. They do. Let's see if they can make anything happen with it. Promptly taken away by the Braves defense. Guzman Looking to the near sideline, and the pass sails a little bit wide. Looking for Wisner along the left sideline for the Braves offense. So a throw in here for Pfeiffer. Stephanie Hardig enters it into action. Long pass attempt, intercepted. And here come the Braves. Little three-man game, little triangle action. Unfortunately for them, there are 4 defenders. Long pass, headed out of play by Guzman. And a throw-in opportunity for Pfeiffer. They can set up an offense here. And that's something they really haven't had a lot of opportunities to do here in the first half. Caitlin Stevens throws it in. And here come the Falcons. Hardig has some space, passes it off. This is Santana. Santana looking for a pass, and there are white shirts all over the place. Long pass up ahead, a little bit of contact, looking for Courtney Crump, can't get it to her. Back comes Pfeiffer. Losing her balance there is Hardig, and an opportunity here for the Braves. Odd man rush. A little bit too aggressive on the pass there, taken away by the Falcons. Open man on the near side, can't find her. Finally do look for her. And it's complete to Stevens. Stevens along the near sideline. Stevens tries a centering pass. That's going to sail over the head of number 8, Bray Buster. And UNCP will just send it out of play. One more sub coming on for the Falcons. Let's see who they will take out. Number 2 hits the bench. Gabrielle Ligas to the sidelines. So her first half is done. She'll be eligible to return in the second half. Couldn't get an ID on the incoming player, but I'm sure she'll get a touch at some point on this possession as she raced into the offensive side of the field. Into the box now for Pfeiffer. Trying a little bicycle kick, not there. Braves clear it out. Pfeiffer chases down the loose ball. UNCP's defense is all in that back third. And a long pass, and it will be taken away by the goalkeeper. Janae Aiken able to chase it down before it sends over the end line. Aiken with a high kick. Didn't get a lot of distance on that one. Pfeiffer's the first one to it. And a little triangle action here for the Falcons. Crossing action. Trying to chase it down. Good hustle there by Wisner, able to force the back pass. Here's an opportunity, and it comes back out. Right there in the middle. Jasmine Senecal Guzman holding things down for the Braves defensively. About 20 minutes off the first half game clock here. Still 1-1 the score. Braves and Falcons in some non-conference women's soccer action. Intercepted in the midfield. Braves have to be careful here, and it looks like offside's called there on Courtney Crump. She was itching to run towards the goal. And the Falcons defense pretty much held put, knowing that if they stood where they were, she was offsides. Wanted to just keep running, but she was offsides, and she knew it. Maybe hoping the ref wouldn't call it. Hard to know. Offensive threat, not much there for the Falcons, as the Braves cleared back out to midfield. Pfeiffer keeps possession, however, and now they have an opportunity, centering, and Senecal Guzman clears it out once again. They look for Crump. She's not able to get her head on that ball. Back come the Falcons. Martin with the pass up ahead. Some tired legs, it looks like, in the forward spot there. Jennifer Beatty from Pfeiffer didn't offer much of a run on that ball. And back come the Braves. Turned over. More aggressive defense. Beatty with the back pass. Now it's centered. Guzman clears. Let's see if the Braves can get the ball back into their offensive half. They're not able to maintain possession here. Santana had it. Here's an opportunity. The high shot, and it sails wide. Another substitution coming up for Pfeiffer. This will be the 4th or 5th player they've subbed in the first half. We haven't seen any of those substitutes come in for UNCP. Exiting the game is number 14, Marcy Santana. Looks like she is replaced by number 12, Aaliyah Jackson. So we'll watch the fresh legs here for Pfeiffer as the first half continues to wind down. The Braves will have a throw in near midfield. They try to get to Courtney Crump, and they do. Now she tries a long pass looking towards the far side. Watkins not able to get to it. Good defense there by Dana Kieran. Did not start, but she entered into this game. Makes the impact defensively, getting to that loose ball. Ball out of play. It'll be a throw in for Pfeiffer right in front of the scorer's table. Still 1-1 the score. And we are now halfway through this first half. The throw in, headed away, back to about the same spot. Senegal Guzman holding down the middle there and discouraging any further throws. Watkins looking up ahead for Crump. It's a loose ball. Pfeiffer looks like they'll be the first ones to it, but Crump continues the pursuit. Looking near sideline, this is Stevens. Stevens is guarded by Robson. Here's an opportunity for Pfeiffer. It's poked away. Sanchez got her foot on it. Pfeiffer maintains possession. One move, and the shot tipped away. Ball comes up on Stevens. She still has it. She's in the box. She shoots, and it's saved. Nice stop there by Aiken. She initially didn't corral it, and then while she was still laying on her side, able to corral that ball. Aiken with the boot. Doesn't get it to midfield where her teammates were, so Pfeiffer able to intercept. Stevens looking. It's taken away by Stacy Scott in the defensive line. Pass up the far sideline. That's going to stay in play. Crump is there. It's a 50-50 ball. Courtney Crump with an opportunity. One-on-one against the defender. The goalie comes way out. She shoots, and it's saved. Gilly was way at the top of the box there, and she had to be. Stopped the angle there. That looked like it was a very promising opportunity for Courtney Crump. So the save by Deidre Gilly, and the score remains knotted up at 1. Long kick, no Falcons there. Now the Braves having some trouble with it. Pfeiffer gets to it. Here come the Falcons. Cross pass, and there was no one there. Jennifer Beatty maybe saw something out of the corner of her eye, a cutting teammate perhaps, but no one was there. Horn and a substitution will be coming in here for the Braves. Heading to the sideline is number 26, Mackenzie Wright. She'll be replaced by Rayshana Campbell. Well, we talked a little bit about Campbell earlier. One of the star players from last year's team, still working her way back from an preseason, early season injury that kept her out of the first 2 games for UNCP and limited her to just a little bit of time against Queens in their last match 2 days ago. So she comes in, will play the last 20 minutes of the first half. And Coach Lars Anderson keeping an eye on her and her minutes, making sure she is healthy to go for conference play. Braves clear it. One of the things he says about Rayshana Campbell is she stretches the field for UNCP. Just a very potent offensive weapon. And you know that's something the Falcons are aware of now that number 3 is checked into the game in white. She's hanging out on the offensive half of the field, and a Pfeiffer player goes down. A little bit of contact there. Watkins got tangled up with, it looked like, Dana Kieran of Pfeiffer. No card issued there, as Pfeiffer will get the kick. So 2 defensive players back for Pfeiffer, keeping an eye on Rayshana Campbell. There are more defensive players than offensive players in this situation here. UNCP has the edge. Ball goes up top, and the kick sails wide right. The shot, but not on goal there, as the goalkeeper Aiken just watches it sail to the restraining net behind her. 18:52 to go in the first half. 1-1 is the score. Pfeiffer scored in the first 3 or 4 minutes, and UNCP responded with the equalizer less than 5 minutes later. Since then, the pace of this game has really slowed down, as both teams have realized, and I think that initial pace was just a little bit unsustainable. Looking for Campbell, and the pass was a little bit hard to handle. Watkins, Amber Watkins that is, with the hard pass there. And now the takeaway by the Braves defense. Katie Watkins in the midfield with the takeaway. Gets it ahead to Courtney Crump. Now Courtney Crump playing with it along the near sideline. She boots it back towards the middle. On the run, no one there. She was looking for Amber Watkins. Running up the right and into the box but she wasn't able to get to it. Backing the play up was Gilly, the goalkeeper for Pfeiffer. She scoops it up, tosses it on the turf once for good measure, and now she'll boot it away. Pfeiffer comes up with it after a little bit of a scramble. Going across, and that one, not really sure who that was intended for. Crump gets it, looking for Watkins on the opposite side. A little bit of contact. Watkins able to force the turnover. Now back to Watkins, looking for a teammate, and it was intercepted by Pfeiffer. Scott with the defensive play, changes field, and Pfeiffer will go all the way back to the keeper. So a very evenly played game so far in this one. Still 17 minutes to play in the first half. Both teams continuing to make adjustments throughout. As we've seen the subs early and often for Pfeiffer. Ray Shauna Campbell, the only player to come in off the bench for UNCP in this one. Defense is there, and they get it ahead to Courtney Crump. Crump up the left side, looking ahead. Long ball. Campbell giving chase. They will get it back to Gilly. And Gilly's ball near the sideline. That'll stay in play. Crump with it. I think they will look for Campbell once again. It's towards her way. Pfeiffer will send it out of bounds. Playing with some pace here are the Braves. Robson ready to throw it in. And she does get it in to Katie Watkins. Back to Robson. Now looking for Crump. And that one was just wide. Mistouched there by the Braves, and so a throw in on the way for the Falcons. Crump didn't like that ball at all, and you can see it on the look on her face. Now playing defense, as this one will be headed into the bleachers. Good defense there by the Braves. That was Senecal Guzman getting to that ball. Keep the Falcons from doing anything with it. Katie Watkins applied a little defensive pressure there, forcing the Falcons to retreat a bit. Now they take it up towards the midfield line. Pass up ahead. Looking for Garcia. And that one will go all the way to the goalkeeper. Aiken with the boot. Pfeiffer trying to possess. Pinballing around. Who comes away with it? A little bit of contact. More contact. Fighting forward is Sanchez. She's not able to get it for the Braves. They look up ahead. And again, scooped up by Aiken. The goalkeeper coming out of the net to make the play. Guzman sends it high, looking for Watkins. Watkins commits the foul. So Pfeiffer will get the ball. 14:43 on the first half game clock. And they will throw in front of their own bench. Players on that bench huddling up in the shade. It is a warm one this afternoon. For your 4 p.m. weekday afternoon start in this one. They send it into the box, the shot, and Aiken able to collect the slow dribbler. Not a lot of oomph on that shot there, as Andrea Garcia was there, but it wasn't right where she wanted it. And in a tough spot like that, surrounded by defenders, there wasn't much she could do. Ball comes up ahead in the counterattack for the Braves. Here comes Weisner. She has Campbell with her. They send it over to the far side. Watkins trying to get to it, and it's taken away by Pfeiffer. Dana Kieran makes the defensive run. Now the Braves chasing it down. Good hustle play to force the turnover, and then tripped up from behind. The defensive individual effort there. Carolina Sanchez earns possession for the Braves. Under 14 to play in half number one. Tied up at 1. Both goals coming in the first 10 minutes of action in the first half. Amber Watkins to kick. This will be a little bit of a set piece here for the Braves. Now, Watkins not taking that kick. She was just near it. They send it into the box. The shot, it's in! The long strike there, and the Braves score. How about that? I believe that was Amber Watkins on the goal. Check that, it was Crump. Number 5, Courtney Crump with the goal. Her first of the season. And the Braves take a 2-1 lead. Braves have the ball after a Pfeiffer turnover, and they will just send it long, looking for Campbell. Campbell heads it. Let's see what she can do with it. She keeps possession. Here's Rayshawna Campbell. Trying to turn the defender around. Puts it back in the center. No one there. Crump had it bounce off her. And back come the Falcons. They're playing from behind for the first time today after the Braves have scored the game's last 2 goals. Kicking it towards the corner. Guzman is the first one to it. And the box out there applied. I believe that's a goal kick coming up for the Braves. Smart defensive play there by Jasmine Senecal Guzman. She has been a rock defensively for the Braves. The 5'8" sophomore from Montreal started all 19 games last year, is 4 for 4 on starts this year. Lars Anderson likes what he sees out of her. Foul committed on the ball up in the air. And the Pfeiffer defense will have to retreat further down the field. Braves just walking the ball up the field. They will set up a little bit of an offense here. Stacy Scott to send it long. And here it comes. Good ball, high up in the air, but the wind kind of takes over. Braves get to it, looking for Campbell. Can't get it to her. And lands with Caitlin Stevens of Pfeiffer. Stevens over midfield. And back to her. Now looking long. Can't get it. Amber Watkins. And that ball trickled out of bounds. Over the sideline. Lars Anderson pointing something out. Now clapping his hands. I'm not sure if he disagreed with the call at first or was just telling his players to hustle back defensively. Now the throw in, and they go backwards. Pfeiffer with possession. Campbell taking away the back pass. So the pass goes up ahead. And the Falcons able to keep possession. But not for long as it goes back to him. Going towards the sideline, out of play, off Pfeiffer. Braves throw in, 10:37 to go, first half. Watkins was there, and watch it go out of play off of Pfeiffer once again. Braves just inch by inch, foot by foot, moving this ball up the field. Pfeiffer with it now. This is Papage up the middle of the field. Now to the right flank, Hardig. Hardig guarded by Crump. Goes back with it to Papage. Now up ahead. Robson on defense, and the turnover. They find Crump. She looks ahead to Campbell. Campbell gets to it, back to Crump. And here come the Braves on offense. Crump to the near side. This is Weisner going across, looking for Watkins. Gets it to her, back to the middle. Crump on the run. Campbell is there as well. Neither one can get to it. All the way up ahead for Pfeiffer. Braves trying to keep it in their attacking half. Looking for Campbell, she can't get to it. Pfeiffer looks like they're able to get the ball once it settles down. Long pass, and they're not able to corral. They look long. Weisner will chase it down, but she was offsides. So when someone finally gets to this ball, it will be a Falcons ball. You can see these players look gassed right now. 9 minutes left on the first half game clock. It is a warm one. They have been running around. It's been a fast-paced, very physical game. These players are ready for some water and the halftime break. There's still 9 minutes to play, and the next goal, if there's one before halftime, could mean a lot towards the rest of this game. The momentum coming into halftime right now is all with the Braves. Falcons trying to change that. Here's Kieran. Goes back, now looking for her once again along the left sideline. Kieran with it. She goes down to the ground. Falcons maintain possession. Buster Buster gets past one, applies the shot, and it's long. Brave Buster sent a shot high and over the goal. Another substitution here for the Falcons. I gotta say, I like what they're doing, keeping some fresh legs on the field. Looks like the hook will come for Caitlin Stevens. She will head to the bench, replaced by Rihanna Hammond, the freshman from Newbury Park, North Carolina, making her first appearance of the season. The freshman midfielder stands at 5'6". She will play the last 7 minutes and change in this first half. And Stevens will be eligible to return in the second half. NCAA rules: come out, not eligible to return in that half. So we'll see. Those extra minutes on the bench could mean a lot for the Falcons in the second half, but they do face a 2-1 deficit on the scoreboard right now. Scoring opportunity there for the Braves, but nothing really came of it. The Falcons get the ball across midfield. Tipped out. Looks like that's going to go off UNCP. Courtney Boger came up and applied the defensive pressure and tipped it out of play. More defense. Looking for Campbell. Braves unable to convert defense into offense that time. Coming out of the back line defensively, it's Hardig. She takes it over midfield. Pretty much everybody on the right half of the field now. Falcons looking for the equalizer. Contact there. Guzman able to come up and take it away. Miscommunication there, and the Braves turn it over. Looking up ahead, and that one will get out of play. They were looking for Bray Buster on the left sideline. She couldn't control that ball. 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go first half. I think the Braves are just trying to ride the rest of the first half out here. They've been playing a lot more defense in the latter parts of this first half. Pfeiffer gets the ball back. Here come the Falcons. Good defense there by Guzman. Let's see if she's able to turn it over. Nope, Falcons maintain possession. Papage. Hardig. Hardig able to wind and kick over everything. And past the goalkeeper, she will let it sail out of play. Goal kick here for the Braves, Janae Aiken, the senior from San Antonio, Texas. Allowed 1 goal early. Since then has made a save on the second shot she faced. Hasn't really faced a ton of shots on goal. Now 8 shots on the scoreboard here for the Falcons, 7 by the Braves. But the Braves able to put 4 of those 7 shots on goal compared to just 2 for Pfeiffer. About 5 minutes to go in the first half now. Still a 2-1 Braves lead. After playing on offense most of the first half, see if the Braves are able to add 1 more. A lot of bodies down there. Let's see who emerges with it. Rolfs with it. Christine Rolfs needs to center. It gets tipped and into the arms of Gilly, the goalkeeper. Nice little opportunity there for the freshman mid, Christine Rolfs. She doesn't have any goals yet this season. That was an opportunity for her to get one. Foul committed right in the center of the midfield circle there by the Braves. Clock continues to run, so the Falcons will reset. This gives the Braves a chance to get back defensively. Just trying to keep this ball out of the net and head into halftime with a 1-goal lead. Of course, if they can add a goal and make it a 2-goal lead, I'm pretty sure Lars Anderson wouldn't complain about that. Martin has it taken away. Courtney Crump with it. Looks ahead to Campbell, sails over her head, and all the way back towards the box of the Falcons. Not a bad play there for the Braves. Allows them to catch their breath a little bit. Papage over to Hardig. Hardig down the sideline, now back to her. As Hammond didn't like the ball there, didn't like the situation she had. Crump is right on her. They try the middle of the field instead. Still retreating are the Falcons. as they try to reverse from right to left. Tight defense. Katie Watkins applying pressure. Ball loose. Who's going to get to it? A collision. No whistle. Braves push it out of bounds. Courtney Boger there on defense, able to defend without committing a foul, but the Falcons have the ball. Here come the visitors. That one looked like it went off the side of the foot. Kate Weisner up ahead looking for Campbell. Campbell can't quite control and has it taken away. Here's a long run. Ball sails a little bit too far, and Aiken able to scoop up. 2:34 to play first half. Still a 2-1 lead for the Braves. And Aiken sends it off. Up ahead. Found a little bit of space there. Able to get it to Katie Watkins, now to Crump. And Crump loses it. But the Braves defense able to get it right back to her. Now back again, Stacy Scott. Scott to the far sideline. That's going to go out of play. Amber Watkins was there. She doesn't want to take the throw in, however. They get it past her. Braves still have the ball. They send it towards the far sideline. No one on the run there. Katie Watkins playing at the midfield there. And sent the pass out of bounds. Throw in here for Pfeiffer. A minute 36 to go first half. Still more than enough time for somebody to score here before halftime and change the score from the way it currently stands. Going across. Here's Hammond. Hammond trying to go 1 versus 3. Now waits for some help. Tries to reverse field herself, and instead the ball will come back. Papage over to Hardig. Right sideline, sends it towards the corner. No one there, out of bounds. Clock continues to run, a minute left. I don't think we'll see any more substitutions here this half. Throw in coming here for Jillian Robson. It goes out of bounds off the Braves. And Falcons want to play quickly here, see if they can catch the Braves off guard. Here it is with Buster. She sends it back. Now it's lobbed back into the box. Crump able to get to the loose ball. She will hold for a moment and has it tipped out of bounds. Hammond with the defensive play there. Crump was thinking about just booting it up the sideline, instead trying to let a little bit more clock run out. Throw in from Robson. Now Robson sends it long. 18 seconds, and the Falcons get the ball. They'll really have to hustle here if they want to create a scoring opportunity. Defensive hustle there by Scott. And the clock running down. Braves have a 3-on-3 opportunity. Clock running out. Long ball, and it's tipped away, and that will end the first half. So the Braves allow the first goal of the half and then respond with 2 of their own. They will take a 2-1 lead into halftime. 15 minutes on the halftime game clock. We will take most of that break here in the broadcast booth, and we'll be back. Second half action coming up from Varsity Grounds in Pembroke, North Carolina. The Braves looking for their first win of the season. They have a 2-1 lead over Pfeiffer.
The University of North Carolina at Pembroke was founded in 1887 by American Indians to provide education to the local community to ensure a pathway to success. Today, we're part of the world-renowned University of North Carolina system, but the spirit of our founding still guides us. Our strong academics are exemplified by standout programs in education, athletic training, business, and nursing, and by students working with professors on groundbreaking research. Explore the brave spirit today. At the University of North Carolina at Pembroke, our student athletes find balance between their academic and athletic activities. With graduation rates higher than the national average, our athletes excel in academics and have won the Peach Belt Conference President's Academic Award twice in the last 4 years. Since 2009, 43 athletes have been named NCAA All-Americans, and last year, 40 made All-Conference. Catch their winning spirit and support the Braves.
Welcome back to Varsity Grounds in Pembroke, North Carolina. The Braves holding a 2-1 lead over the visiting Pfeiffer Falcons. Let's take a recap of that first half. First goal came 3:05 into the game and went to Pfeiffer. Caitlin Stevens with the assist by Macy Rutledge off a corner kick. That was her first goal of the season. UNCP with the equalizer at the 9:45 mark. Katie Watkins with her first goal of the season as well. Stacy Scott picking up the assist on the long pass and the close range shot, and then the go-ahead goal for UNCP came much later on at the 31:48 mark. Jasmine Senecal Guzman, her second goal of the season. Courtney Crump with the assist on that one. The header off the pass from a free kick. Initially thought Crump had picked up the goal. I didn't see the fact that Guzman did get ahead on that one, so Crump will have to settle for the assist on that one. I'm sure she's fine with it as the Braves have that 2-1 lead. The teams come trotting back out onto the field, getting ready for a second half action. Take a look at the goalkeeper matchup here. Deidre Gilly played all 45 minutes for Pfeiffer. She did allow 2 goals, but saved 2 as well. Janae Aiken for the Braves, also with a 50% save percentage. 2 shots on goal, 1 goal allowed, and 1 save. Pfeiffer has the edge in total shots, 8-7. But again, not as many shots on goal, just 2 shots on goal for Pfeiffer compared to 4 for the Braves. Pfeiffer did have the game's only corner kick, and it did result in a goal. No cautions or ejections or yellow cards, and Pfeiffer was not called for offsides at all in the first half. UNC Pembroke was 5 times. So if anything, that just says the Braves are being very aggressive. The shots for UNCP, Katie Watkins had 1. Courtney Crump had 2. All of those were shots on goal. Amber Watkins and Kate Weisner both had shots that were not on goal. Senecal Guzman had a shot and the goal, obviously, and Rayshana Campbell, who came in off the bench for the Braves, had a shot that was not on goal. For Pfeiffer, Caitlin Stevens, 2 shots, both of them on goal, one of them for a goal. Martin, Buster, Beatty, all with shots on goal, and Andrea Garcia also had 1 from off the bench. Pfeiffer using 6 different players. Substitutes, Hammond, Garcia, Havland, Wallace, Kelly, and Kieran all came in off the bench for Pfeiffer. For UNC Pembroke, just Rayshana Campbell and Christine Rolfs. So we'll watch and see if the Falcons have fresher legs here in the second half. They will start with the ball, 45 minutes on the second half game clock. They will work from right to left as the teams switch sides of the field. We'll see if that changes the result on the scoreboard. Remember, Pfeiffer scored in the first 3 minutes of the first half. We'll see if they've come out with those fresh legs and an aggressive start as a foul committed there by the Braves. So the Falcons will get a free kick in the middle of the attacking area, trying to get the ball into that offensive third where they can really make something happen. Taking the free kick is Kat Kelly. So she will start the second half for the Falcons. Puts it in. It's low. UNC Pembroke gets on it, and then sending it out of play is Scott. So they got the initial contact there, and the Falcons didn't get to that ball at all. Throw in coming in from the sidelines for Pfeiffer. Putting it in, this will be Dana Kieran. So starting that second half. Playing with it in the corner. This is Beatty. Beatty. And it's defended well. Katie Watkins all over her on that attempt. So a throw in from the corner. Very nearly a corner kick, but the right angle there for the Braves. They like how that turned out. Here's the throw in. Goes towards the end line. This goes out off the Braves, and now this is a corner kick for Pfeiffer. Remember, the only corner kick they had in the first half, they turned into a goal. So this is trouble here for the Braves. Let's see how they can defend a set piece. Taking the corner is number 9, Andrea Garcia, the sophomore from Purcellville, Virginia. And it's a good ball. It's up in the air, headed away by the Braves. And it trickles back towards midfield. Now a high ball put back into the box. Aiken takes it away. Janae Aiken comes out from between the pipes and snags that loose ball. Now gets it upfield. Let's see if the Braves can launch a counterattack. It gets past everyone. Gabrielle Ligas able to chase it down for Pfeiffer. She was the closest one to it off the kick. Now Pfeiffer still coming with it. And for Watkins up the near sideline. Can't get it to her. Pushed away by Pfeiffer, and that one will sail all the way out of bounds. Throw in for the Braves. This is Courtney Boger. Good extension there on the header by Garcia for Pfeiffer. They'll send it back, and the Falcons have the ball. This is Ligas. Over midfield, and now the pass. Hammond. Up the far sideline. So Hammond getting the start here in the second half. Some passing, and it looks like this one's just going to sail all the way to the end line. Scooped up, though, by Aiken. Wasn't sure if she was just going to let that trickle over the end line, let the clock run a little bit more. Instead, she picks it up and holds it. Now gets ready to hand the boot. Headed straight up in the air by the Falcons. That's Rutledge on the ball there. Check that. That's Kat Kelly, 19. Trying to reverse the ball. Falcons slowly working their way up the field. Good long ball up ahead. Now they try to center it once again. Opportunity here. Buster. Inside the box. The shot. It stays low and scooped up by Aiken. Look there from Bray Buster. Not able to get enough on it to really cause anyone at UNC Pembroke to really sweat that one out. Granted, everyone's already sweating. It's a hot day here. It's a hot afternoon. Nice little breeze, though. And if the sun ducks behind the clouds, as it did earlier in the afternoon, it would really be a little bit more pleasant out here. But a nice turnout, as things are here at Varsity Grounds, here to watch the Braves in their home opener, trying to get their first win in non-conference. Conference opener for both the women's and men's teams is here on Saturday afternoon against Georgia Southwestern. A matchup that has historically been very favorable for UNC Pembroke. Ball over the end line and a goal kick on the way for the Braves. As Pfeiffer not able to do much on that offensive possession. Janae Aiken with it. 5'11" senior goalkeeper who saved 84% of the shots she faced last year. Not much there on that goal kick. Braves trying to turn something into out of nothing, that is, and they just kick it out of bounds. Not a good look there for the Braves, but no harm, no foul, as they're able to get the ball right back. And here's an opportunity. Trying to get the ball across midfield and into the offensive half. Looking for Watkins, and the ball was off. Crump couldn't get it to her. Pfeiffer at midfield. A nice, nifty little move there by Wright. Runs into a double team and loses the ball. All the way up ahead. Braves get it. They will just send it over to the sidelines. That was Stacy Scott. We heard the head coach of Pfeiffer, Robin Horner, saying, we've got to capitalize on that. I think she's looking at that like that was a gift. I think there really weren't a lot of Falcon defenders around there, and UNCP could have had a clear. Gave the ball back to Pfeiffer, and Braves still not able to clear here. Here's the ball into the middle. This is trouble. Shot and saved. Andrea Garcia there. Maybe could have taken a dribble and tried to get a little bit closer on that shot. Instead, it is corralled by Janae Aiken. Another save for her. Looking up ahead. Tries to get to Amber Watkins. She keeps it in play. This ball all the way down into the Pfeiffer defensive side. And Crump with the ball now. Crump in the right corner. Centers. Ball tipped away. Martin now for Pfeiffer as they look to clear. UNCP able to reverse field position with a couple nifty moves there. Ankle breaker right in front of the UNCP bench. Pfeiffer still has the ball. Nice passing here as Pfeiffer gets it all the way into the box, and then no one there to put a shot on goal. Aiken with another stop. She gathers. And she sends it away. Let's see if the Braves can get a look on the goal here. No Falcon able to get to that. It goes all the way to the goalkeeper, who comes up out of the box to get to it. Falcons now with the ball. Run, not much of a contest there from the front line for the Braves. And here we go. Looking for Crump, and the pass sails too long. Crump with a run right down the middle of the field, and they couldn't get the ball to her. But she was not called for offsides. That would have been a real good look there for the Braves. Now here come the Falcons right back. Buster. Another pass. Garcia. Garcia tries the shot. Stopped. Aiken. The ball still in play, and she kicks it out. A diving save there by Janae Aiken. Looks like there's a horn and a sub coming in for Pfeiffer. So another early substitution for them. Heading to the bench is Jennifer Beatty. So her second half is done. Marcy Santana comes in. Corner kick now for Pfeiffer. Santana will join her teammate in the corner. It's a similar look, the similar kind of formation that Pfeiffer used to score a goal in the first half. Santana looks like she will take the corner kick herself. Here it comes. And it's gathered by the goalkeeper, Aiken. Looking for a header there right in front of the goal, and there was just a little bit offline there. So Aiken sends it off, looking for Crump. Gets it to her. Here's Crump with a man on her. Finds Watkins. And mistouched there. Amber Watkins, the junior, not able to keep that ball in play there. Pfeiffer with the throw in. And they move it up the field. Headed out of play there by Courtney Boger, who came up, applied the defensive pressure, got her head on that ball, and sent it out. So the ball moves upfield about 20 yards, and another throw in here for Pfeiffer. This one's low and more into the field of play. Here's Santana. Ball comes to her. She tries a long pass across the field. That doesn't work. It sails over towards the UNCP bench on the far sideline. Staying in, and now it goes out. Off the Braves. Pfeiffer throw in front of their bench. And they go quickly. Watkins is there defensively for the Braves in the midfield spot. And a little bit of a tangle up. Let's see what the officials say. That ball go out of bounds. Lars Anderson, the coach of the Braves, does not look happy about that. It'll be a free kick here for the Falcons. Near midfield, they just tap it short, get it to Santana. Pressure comes on her. Katie Watkins applying the pressure. Back tap, they get it back to Santana. And here come the Falcons. Hammond. Over to Martin. Braves get on that. Looking for Crump near midfield. Falcons able to recover. But the Braves turned back one attack. Now the Braves have possession. Let's see if they can mount a counter. Good pass to Crump. Crump with a little bit of space. Here's Courtney Crump stopping inside the box. Let's see if she can pull a shot. She shoots. It's tipped away. As it rolls toward the sidelines, it's going to be out of bounds off Pfeiffer. That window closed very quickly. But a nice opportunity there and a good pass by Kate Weisner to set it up. So a throw in here for the Braves. Amber Watkins will throw it in. Looking for Crump. She is double teamed. Now centers. Ball sailing a little bit high. Not sure if she was trying to put that one on net or look for a pass. The wind really picking up here, blowing from left to right, and if she was looking for a centering pass, it's completely conceivable that the wind got that ball and blew it right over the top crossbar. Goal kick here for Pfeiffer. Still down 2-1, about 12 minutes into this second half. Pfeiffer scored very early in this game, about 3 minutes in. Since then, it's been all Braves. Pass up ahead, and offsides was Courtney Crump. I think Watkins knew it as soon as she passed her the ball, and turning around and saying, "My bad." Courtney Crump, the only Braves player on their offensive half of midfield, as Pfeiffer will kick it away. They've been putting some shots up, they just haven't really been on goal. Here's Santana, as they try to work a give and go. Taken away by the Braves. Sniffed that one out. Pass up the near sideline. Chasing it down is Kat Kelly. She sends it out of play. Now the throw in from Watkins to Crump. Looking back for Watkins on a quick give and go. And a takeaway by Kelly. Here's Santana. Santana, little lob pass. Here comes Pfeiffer. They don't have the numbers. Send it back out. Falling. And the push foul committed there by Mackenzie Wright. Aggressive defense. The ref saying that was too aggressive. And a free kick awarded to Pfeiffer. Taking it is the junior, Marcy Santana, from Pomona, California. Transferred to Pfeiffer this year from Mount San Antonio College in California, out near LA. A lot of contact in the box. Body's going down. The ball trickles all the way back towards midfield. Courtney Crump with the takeaway. She's all by herself offensively for the Braves, running it up the near sideline. Now turns the corner, gets into the box. Crump tries the shot. It's in! Courtney Crump got it past the goalkeeper. Gilly got a hand on it, and it's still a goal. 3-1 Braves. That's the big one for UNCP. Her first goal of the season, Courtney Crump, gives the Braves the insurance goal. It's now 3-1. So Crump had an assist in the first half on the Senegal Guzman goal. Finally has a goal to call her own in the 2015 season. She had 4 goals and 8 assists last year in her freshman campaign. A 5'7" forward from Huntersville, North Carolina, just really changed the complexion of that game, of this game. Pfeiffer now playing with a little bit more urgency. Santana looking for her teammate, can't get it. Now the Braves just passing the ball around. We'll see if they change the strategy at all here with that 2-goal lead. See if they sit back. Another long pass. Crump was near it, but instead it was past her. They were looking for Amber Watkins, and she wasn't able to get to it. Long pass for Pfeiffer, taken away by 23, Stacy Scott, and she was looking for Amber Watkins along the near side, and they can't get it to her. So they've really looked to number 9, Amber Watkins, a lot here in the second half. She's been patrolling that near sideline for the Braves, trying to do basically what we just saw Courtney Crump do. It seems to be a strategy regardless of who gets to it. A lot of contact, and it looks like Ray Buster's a little bit shaken up, holding her hip there, no whistle. Pfeiffer maintains possession anyway. They're kind of looking around. I think they expected a whistle there on that contact, but none given. Officials letting them play on. Long ball up the far sideline. Braves get to it first, tip it out of play. Good pass there by the Falcons, and they will get some nice position here. Throwing it in, looking for Santana. She's able to make a touch. Keeps possession, centers the ball. Diving effort. It's in there. Wow, what a goal there. Marcy Santana with a rocket, and it's now 3-2. Just when it looked like the Braves were taking over this game, they took a 3-1 lead. A very quick response by the Falcons, and the deficit is back down to 1. I didn't think she had much of an angle there, but with the left foot, applied the bend. That was filthy. Watkins passing to no one in particular on that one. She recognizes the mistake. Pfeiffer ball. Falcons coming back. After the Braves scored 3 unanswered, in the middle of this game, Pfeiffer has the most recent goal now. It's 3-2. Under 30 minutes to play. Still a lot of soccer left to go in this one as the Braves looking for their first win of the season. Santana with the ball again. She tries another shot. It's over the goal. A nice read there by Aiken, but I'm not sure if that had been right under the top crossbar. I'm not sure that would have been that wouldn't have been in. And it looked like they're saying that was tipped. I didn't see it tipped, but there you have it. Corner kick coming up here for Pfeiffer. Now they're trying to figure out which corner it's coming from. It's coming from the left corner on the near side. And here it comes. A little bit of confusion, and the Braves get their head on the ball first. That was almost very problematic. I think the official crew, as the shot sails over the goal, I think the official crew was a little bit confused as balls went to both corners. The referee pointing that it was going to go to the left corner. Some of the players were looking for the right corner. As it is, goal kick coming up for the Braves. It's important for them here to maintain their composure after giving up a tough goal. Ball bounces loose towards midfield. Pfeiffer takes it. Looking far side, no one there. Taken by Robson. The pass gets tipped up into the air. Looking for Kate Weisner. And now Santana for the Falcons. Very deliberate with the ball. Gets it up ahead, Buster. Buster over to Martin. Martin to the very far side. This is Stevens. Check that, Hammond. Now Legas, back near midfield, with a little bit of space. Long line drive kick. Bounces around, it's still loose. Looking to the far side, and Pfeiffer sends it out. Throw in for UNCP. Look at the stats right now. 3 goals on 9 shots. 2 saves by the Pfeiffer goalkeeper, but the 3 goals for the Braves. For Pfeiffer, 14 shots. 2 of them ended up in the back of the net, 4 of them saved by UNCP. So a nice percentage in goal for Janae Aiken. It's right where her season average has been, saving 2/3 of the shots she's faced. I'm sure she would like to do better. A little bit of contact there near midfield. Looked like the forearm was a little bit extended there from Andrea Garcia of the Falcons. It doesn't matter as the Braves get possession. Now they look up ahead to Courtney Crump. She has an opportunity and a diving save. A lot of contact there in the box as Crump goes down, and she's slow to get up. The game continues as Pfeiffer will respectfully kick the ball out of play, and the clock will stop as Courtney Crump is shaken up in the Pfeiffer box. Looks like we will get a medical timeout here, so we will step aside as the injured players attended to. We'll be right back. This is Braves Soccer. They lead Pfeiffer 3-2.
At the University of North Carolina at Pembroke, our student athletes find balance between their academic and athletic activities. With graduation rates higher than the national average, our athletes excel in academics and have won the Peach Belt Conference President's Academic Award twice in the last 4 years. Since 2009, 43 athletes have been named NCAA All-Americans, and last year, 40 made All-Conference. Catch their winning spirit and support the Braves.
When I came to UNC Pembroke, I kind of fit in and realized that this place is right for me.
They want you to figure out what you're good at and what kind of job can you actually get with whatever you're good at.
We are the College of Arts and Sciences at UNCP.
So Courtney Crump able to walk off the field under her own power, albeit slowly and gingerly. Gotta hope for the best for her because she has been very dynamic and very good so far for the Braves today. 1 goal and 1 assist already in this one. And if she misses any extended period of time in not just this game but this season, it's already been a tough start to the season for the Braves. And any more injuries to key players would be not very good for this UNCP Braves women's soccer team. They're used to being pretty successful. Finished last season 11-5-3 with a winning record in the Peach Belt at 6-3-2. They have been to the NCAA tournament twice in the past decade, in 2008 and 2010, both times making it to the second round of the NCAA tournament. And playing against a Pfeiffer team they beat last year, but a good team at that, and Pfeiffer, a team that does have a win under their belt so far this season over a Peach Belt opponent in USC Aiken. They have that 1-1 record. They did lose 5-2 to Nova Southeastern, a team that the Braves do not play this year. And for the Braves, it's about getting ready for conference play, with conference play starting on Saturday against Georgia Southwestern, a team they have historically dominated. It's about getting ready for that game, but also the rest of the conference season, using that game as a springboard into the rest of conference play. Courtney Crump is on the sidelines now. Medical staff taking a look at her. She was subbed for, however, and coming into the game is number 3, Rayshawna Campbell. So one very good offensive weapon for another for the Braves. As the Braves will kick it right back to Pfeiffer to resume action. Pfeiffer had, remember, kicked the ball out of bounds when the injured player was kind of pointed out. Contact near midfield, push off there on the Braves. As that was Carolina Sanchez applying the push to the back of Andrea Garcia in black. So Pfeiffer ball, they will get the free kick. 26:05 to play in this game. Braves holding a 3-2 lead. The home opener for the UNCP women's soccer team, a high kick that hangs up there. The Braves able to control it. They get it up to Katie Watkins. Now up to Campbell. She is dynamic and a very talented scorer. She pushes up the far sideline, has to cut it back inside, slows it down. One little missed touch, and Pfeiffer able to kick it out of bounds. So we'll see if the Braves try to really lean on Rayshawna Campbell here in the rest of the second half with Courtney Crump on the sidelines with that injury. Remember, Rayshawna Campbell's been dealing with an injury as well. She made her season debut on Tuesday versus Queens. She was the team leader in goals last season with 12 while starting all 19 games. She hasn't started a game yet this season while recovering from that injury. And she commits the foul there as she tried to fight off a pair of Falcon defenders. Used the forearm a little bit too much for the ref's liking. So taking the free kick is the goalkeeper Gilly here for the Falcons. She sends it away, right to a teammate. Braves not really surrounding and playing that pressure defense at the midfield right now. They find Santana, and here comes the defense, doubling her. She gets rid of it, trying a little give and go, and that pass just sailed. Now the Braves with it, trying to keep it in bounds. They do. Now they're playing 4 across on that back line right now. Nice pass by Guzman. Gets it up towards midfield. Braves tapping the ball around here. Here's Mackenzie Wright, and it does go out of play, right into the Pfeiffer bench. They come quickly with the return throw-in. A little bit of contact, no whistle. Pfeiffer trying to fight through a couple defenders, taken away by Guzman. Guzman will take it herself. She has a little bit of space, waiting for something to develop. Looking to the far side, trying to get it to Watkins. It's cut off and taken away by Kieran. And on the pass, off the foot of Garcia, she wasn't able to stick a fork in it. Goes out of bounds. The throw in. They find Campbell with a little bit of green space. Campbell trying to turn the corner. Campbell trying a pass right to the Pfeiffer defense. I think someone was supposed to zig and said they zagged. Ball comes back out. Fighting for it. And a lot of contact. Down goes another Braves player. That looked like Weisner. Well, out of bounds off of the Falcons anyway, I believe, unless they're saying there's a foul. It's either a throw-in or a free kick for the Braves. They'll say it's just a throw-in. They get it to Kate Watkins. Trying to get into the box. Not there. Back to Watkins, looking for Campbell. Can't get to it. And booted away by Pfeiffer, right into their bench. A nice catch there on the sidelines there by one of the assistant coaches. Throw in for the Braves. Not there. Campbell giving a little bit of chase. See if she can force a turnover. Ball comes back. Pfeiffer with a little bit of space now. Watkins intercepted. Amber Watkins with the takeaway. She has the ball, passes it back. Long pass into the box. Braves have it cut off. Ball comes in, back out, still with it, shot, and it's going to trickle wide. Mackenzie Wright had the opportunity there stepped into it, just left it on the ground a little bit too much. 22-12 to go in the game. Braves still up by a goal. Looking to put it away here. Here's Wright again with the pass up ahead. Looking for Katie Watkins, can't get it to her. Santana with the takeaway. Up ahead, fight for the loose ball. Who's going to come away with it? Still loose, and Pfeiffer controls, but the defense is right up on her. Santana right at the midfield line. Now the long pass to the far sideline. This is Hammond. Into the middle. This is trouble. Braves trying to clear. Campbell. And the ball bouncing into the Braves' offensive half. Stays in and then rolls out. Dana Kieran picks it up for Pfeiffer. She will throw it back in. It's not even close to desperation time yet for the Falcons. Trailing by a goal with 21 minutes to go. We might see if their offensive strategy changes in the next few minutes here. Here's Wright. Letting her offense develop. Now the pass to the far sideline. Here's a run. Here's an opportunity. Tripped in the box. That's got to be a foul. No call. Wow. Kate Weisner was tackled from behind. I think that's pretty clearly a foul. And the fans here at Pembroke agree with me there. Pfeiffer dodging a huge bullet there. So that would have been a penalty kick and very likely a Braves fourth goal. Instead, the Falcons come back. They still have some numbers if they work quickly. Looking for Santana, can't get it to her. It's turned upfield, offsides called for. Looking for Weisner, she was out in front of the defense. Free kick here for the Falcons. We're at almost exactly 10 minutes to go in the second half. We won't see that much time added. The Falcons have got to be fighting against the clock here. This ball goes all the way to the goalkeeper for the Braves. Aiken scoops it up. Under 20 minutes now. Braves with the 1-goal edge. Pfeiffer scored the first goal of the game less than 4 minutes in. The Braves scored 2 in the first half and the first goal of the second half. And then a quick response by Pfeiffer kept the deficit at 1. It was very briefly at 2. Amber Watkins sends it into the near right corner for the Braves offense, but no one was there. And that'll allow some substitutions to come in for the Falcons. Looks like Gabrielle Ligas will head to the sideline. And she is handed a red jersey. And number 9, Andrea Garcia, will also exit. On to replace them, Macy Rutledge. Number 20, Stephanie Harding. So Pfeiffer, just like they did in the first half, using substitutions throughout the second half, but not quite as many as we saw in the first half that we've seen here in the second half. As Robin Horner seems to like the lineup she's had out there for the most part in this second half. Looking for Campbell here at the top of the box. Can't get it to her. Pfeiffer with the takeaway. Trying to keep it in. Defense by Watkins. She's double teamed, and the ball gets sent out of bounds off the back heel of Kieran. And now a substitution for the Braves as Mackenzie Wright will exit. And on to replace her, Christine Rolfs, the freshman from Concord, North Carolina. She did not get the starting nod today for the first time this season. Started the first 3 games. Doesn't have a goal, but did take a shot in one of the first 3 games. She got a touch there, looking for a teammate, can't get it. Takeaway by the Falcons. Now she's there on defense. Rolfs trying to make the immediate impact. Pressuring Havland. And Santana comes away with it for Pfeiffer. Looking for a teammate over the head of Rutledge. There to back it up is Kieran. Kieran now operating. Short pass to Rutledge into the corner. And it's out of bounds off of the Falcons. Goal kick coming up for the Braves as they see the Falcons not able to capitalize on that opportunity. got to be frustrating for Pfeiffer that they got the ball down toward the box, into the corner, and not able to really get much of a look at that. So Aiken on the long pass, it stays low. Watkins trying to get it to Campbell. This one's sent back towards the box. Strong run towards it for Pfeiffer. And then it's booted out of bounds by UNCP. Stacy Scott was there. I think she thought she might have had a teammate along the sideline, but no one was there. So a throw in for Pfeiffer in what could be a dangerous spot. UNCP's not careful. This could very quickly turn into a corner kick. And that might be what Pfeiffer is going to try to do with this throw in. Substitution for the Falcons as Kirsten Martin heads to the sidelines. Her second half is done. Now the pass, and it's intercepted by the Braves. Looking for Campbell. She gets a touch and sends it out of bounds. She got one touch, tried to get past the defender and then run to the ball. Couldn't keep it in bounds. Here's Kelly. Finding Hardig. Hardig over midfield. The pass. Jumping in front of it is Guzman and boots it into the Falcons bench. They will throw in from midfield. This play continues. Under 16 to go in this game. If the score holds, it'll be the first win of the season for the Braves. But they've got to wrap this up. They would love to get that insurance goal again, go back up by 2 scores. Pfeiffer with it as they take it back over the midfield line. To run up the far sideline. This is Rihanna Hammond. Finds her teammate Hardig. Hardig, and it goes out of bounds off Pfeiffer. Substitution on the way for the Braves. We'll see who it is and who it's for. Coming into the game is Courtney Boger. And it looked like she's replacing Kate Weisner. So a little defense for offense substitution for Lars Anderson. Weisner is listed as a forward. Boger's listed as a defender. Here's an odd man break for the Braves. Looking for Campbell in the middle. She shoots. It's tipped around. And it looks like Pfeiffer's going to come away with it. Wow. A very good opportunity there for the Braves. They still have it on the offensive third. It comes into the box. It comes back out. And it's off of Pfeiffer. Campbell wasn't able to get a lot of oomph on that shot, and it bounced over towards Amber Watkins. She wasn't able to corral it for the shot. Here's Watkins back into the middle for Campbell. She's not there. Back out. Pfeiffer trying to clear. It's staying on the offensive half for the Braves. Campbell, and she was offsides. The shot wouldn't have counted anyway, and as it was wide. She knew it too. She was very close to being onsides, and watching the ball fall right into her lap for an easy one-on-one opportunity. Knew she was offsides, booted it. That's what I want to believe, anyway. You don't want to believe that Rayshawna Campbell would miss that shot if she was taking it in a serious game action. She's just so good inside the box. She gets the ball, heads it over towards Watkins. Now Watkins with the touch. Here's Amber Watkins, the shot, and it's in! Amber Watkins over the head of Gilly, 4-2 Braves. Credit Rayshawna Campbell on the assist. And that's another good goal for the Braves. It might be desperation time now for the Falcons. Amber Watkins, her first goal of the season. She joins Katie Watkins, who also got her first goal of the season back in the first half, and Crump, who also got a first goal in the second half. 4-2 now, Braves, under 14 to play. They'll throw in after Pfeiffer kicked it out of bounds. And the Braves can really work on trying to ice away this game. Intercepted in the midfield by Macy Rutledge, and Pfeiffer's really got to go. The defense there forces the retreat pass. And now it comes back to Kieran. Kieran picked up by Watkins. Now over to Tori Jackson. It's the sophomore from Denver, North Carolina. Tori Jackson. Now Santana sends it back. It was tipped. Coming up to get it from midfield is Hardig. Short pass. That's going to be taken away by the Braves as they kick it back towards their offensive half. Campbell had it briefly. Wasn't able to do much with it. Now they get it back to Campbell. Another touch for her. Can't corral. So Pfeiffer remaining on the offensive half. Campbell continues to hang out near midfield, waiting for an opportunity. This is what Lars Anderson talks about, is Ray Campbell's ability to stretch defenses and stretch the field. They have to be aware of where she is. She loves to have an opportunity to hang out just on the cusp of being offsides and run and try to make a play. Here they're looking for Watkins along the far side. Can't get it to her. They'll try again, and she was offsides. Savvy defense there by Pfeiffer. That was Dana Kieran, the junior, who was able to force Watkins to be offsides there. Under 12 to go in the second half. 4-2 Braves lead. They're in a great position to ride it out. Long pass from the goalkeeper. It ends up with the Braves for a moment. The pass knocked down, taken away. Now Pfeiffer has it. This is Jackson finding a teammate. Aggressive defense and forcing the ball to retreat. Haviland able to win the ball away. She keeps possession. She continues to run with it. And now the Braves just send it up the field. The Braves able to run off some time there as that ball ends up in no man's land for Pfeiffer. Near sideline with it. This is Kieran. Kelly. Looking up ahead for Watkins. Good ball. That's going to get past everyone and out of play. Substitutions for both sides now. Looks like heading to the bench for the Braves will be Courtney Boger. She'll be replaced by Alyssa DeLorso, the freshman, making her second appearance of the season. And for Pfeiffer, heading to the bench is Haley Haviland. Her afternoon appears to be done. Pfeiffer trying to get some more fresh legs and capable goal scorers on the field. And the Braves want to keep fresh legs out there to counter, as well as players who are a little bit more defensively oriented. They don't need to make any dumb mistakes here down the stretch with a 2-goal lead. Under 10 minutes to play. As Watkins was looking for a pass in the middle. Pfeiffer had it for a moment. Guzman intercepts. And now UNCP just sends it back towards the corner. Really no hurry for the Braves. No reason for them to be rushing offensively. For Pfeiffer, this is a live ball. The clock keeps running. This is bad news for them as they're able to try to set something up here. I think they've got to get one of their goals back. With that 2-goal deficit, they've got to get one of them back pretty soon here. Under 9 minutes to play now. Goalkeeper sends it out. And it's going to roll right to a Braves defender. This is Rolfs. Sends it to the far sideline with Robson. Robson has a little bit of space in front of her. And she's near the sideline. Did she keep it in bounds? She did. Here come the Braves. Centering pass. Oh, that looked like a long shot. And it was ultimately saved. It looks like that was Courtney Crump who took that shot. Good to see her back out there. She appears to be no worse off after the injury earlier. Crump with it once again. Looking for Watkins along the near side. Can't get it to her. Nearly defended. The Braves applying that pressure defense right at the midfield line. Pfeiffer has to switch sides of the field here. And then looking for a pass. Sends it behind Brianna Hammond there. Right into the Braves bench. They will throw in under 8 to go in the second half. Braves up by 2. This is just what the doctor ordered this game for the Braves. 3 tough losses to start the season. 1-0 to Embry-Riddle, 6-2 to Adelphi, and 2-1 to Queens. Teams that UNCP expected to be competitive with. But some early injuries, a little bit of slow out of the gate. With that conference opener on Saturday afternoon looming, the Braves really wanted to get 1 win under their belt here this afternoon. And they are in great shape to do just that here today. Free kick coming up. It's a good ball from Stacy Scott as it goes all the way to the end line and out of play. Horn sounds, and there will be another substitution coming up for Pfeiffer. Just trying to get some fresh legs out on the field. Rihanna Hammond will exit. She is replaced by Caitlin Stevens, the senior from Milton, Georgia. She appeared in 19 games last year, starting 9 and scored 3 goals for the Falcons last year. It'll be interesting to see if she can bring that little bit of energy, senior leadership for a team down by 2 goals. Missed touch there by the Braves, so Pfeiffer will get the free kick near midfield. Looking for the middle. That's where the Braves are set on locking down. Cleared out by Scott, looking for Campbell. Sails past her and all the way into the defensive third of the field for Pfeiffer. Under 6 to go now. Looking up ahead. Pfeiffer with possession. Tripped up as a Braves player. Game resumes. Santana looking ahead. UNCP is first to it. Robson able to send it out of bounds. And that allows a couple more Braves defenders to hustle back towards their own goal. Robson on defense once again. A little fight for the ball. It's going to sail over the end line. And a corner kick coming up for Pfeiffer as that went out off UNCP. So Pfeiffer with a corner opportunity. They scored off of a corner kick very early in this game. And then other than that one other goal in the middle of the second half, as there's a lot of contact there, no whistle. That might have been a little bit of a make-up non-call. Ball goes into the box, is sent up in the air. This is trouble for the Braves. They want to get this out of here. Santana with the shot is deflected. Amber Watkins run into, waiting for a call, doesn't get it. Ball comes right into the middle. Braves are there. They just want to get this ball out of here. Pfeiffer keeps the pressure on, though. And it's finally tipped out. Robson was there and was the last one to touch it. Throw in for Pfeiffer. It's turned away by the Braves defense. And this time the throw-in will go the opposite direction from Pfeiffer still. As it goes back towards midfield. Ball comes into the box, now back out. Headed away by the Braves defensively. Shot, sliding save, Aiken able to corral. Good work in the goal position there by Janae Aiken. She holds the ball, adjusts her socks, adjusts her cleats as the clock ticks down towards 4 minutes to go. And finally sends it off. That's over everything. That got a little gust of wind there at the last minute. And Campbell chases it down. She rolls it towards the goal, and that was a very easy save there by Gilly. Really impressive that she was even able to get to that ball. Now Pfeiffer trying to play with it along the far sideline, can't keep it in bounds. 3:40 to play. Braves throwing in front of their own bench. 2-goal edge here for UNCP, trying to ride it out. Watkins now with a little bit of space. Amber Watkins breaks away. Here's Watkins. The shot saved by Gilly. It bounces towards the corner. Watkins is there. She will keep it in bounds. Nice save there by Watkins. Now centers it, looking for Campbell. She tries a header, can't get to it. It's right in front. And there might have been a little bit of a push from behind there as Katie Watkins went down to a knee. And Pfeiffer dodges a bullet there. The Braves very nearly got goal number 5. The 4-2 edge. The Braves look like they're getting ready to celebrate this win. That would have caused the crowd to go crazy if they were able to get that one. Braves on offense once again. They are not done attacking. This is DeLorso towards the corner. It's tipped out by Pfeiffer. 2:30 to go. DeLorso to throw in. Didn't like what she had at first. Kind of hesitates. Now finally throws it in. And Pfeiffer swarms to it. It's kicked back out. Senecal Guzman looking ahead. No one to it as Campbell was offsides anyway. So Gilly picks it up for the Falcons. 2 minutes to play in this game now. Pfeiffer needs 2 goals to extend this game in 2 minutes. That is a very tall order, as the Braves know they can just sag back defensively and keep booting that ball towards the offensive half. At this point, it's not about the style points here for UNCP. It's about getting that first win on the board after an 0-3 start. Lars Anderson looking for career win number 241, and what would be his 151st win at UNC Pembroke. He is the only head coach in the history of this UNCP women's soccer program. A player favorite. And he's watched a team get bitten by the injury bug in the early going. Seeing what he has in terms of younger players and mental fortitude. And this is a big statement win here for UNCP against a regional rival. Not a team that they play in conference, but a team they recruit against. A team that they compete against most years. A nice statement win here for the Braves as the clock is under a minute. Ball down. Pfeiffer trying to just get it into the offensive half, looking for something. Foul called on UNCP. Back in their defensive half. Clock continues to run as Pfeiffer will have to, looks like they'll have to throw in here. The clock ticks away. 20 seconds to go. And the Braves set to celebrate their first win of the season. A total team effort in this one. 4 goals by 4 different players, including 3 players who are getting their first goals of the season. We got to see Ray Campbell. Even though she didn't start in this game, she played a little bit in both halves. Got some nice offensive touches, although she didn't score. The final horn is sounded. This ball game is over. The Braves 4-2 winners. They improved to 1-3 on the season. As their non-conference schedule continues to wind down, they will open up conference play Saturday afternoon against Georgia Southwestern. The men's team will also be in action on Saturday afternoon, directly after that women's game. Game scheduled for 1 and 3:30 p.m. And weather permitting, you can catch those right here on our YouTube channel. I say weather permitting because if it's raining too much for us to have a broadcast outdoors here, we can't do it. But we are certainly hoping for the best. We'll keep an eye on the weather forecast, and in the meantime, stay tuned on Twitter at UNCP_sports, where you can stay up to date on all the latest Braves news for all their sports. But in the meantime, UNCP will celebrate this one, the first win of the season for the women's soccer team, as they knock off Pfeiffer 4-2. That will do it for us here on the broadcast. For our entire crew, my name is Cameron Songer. Thank you for listening, and have a great night.